Hello guys, this is Purushottam. Now we are going to study about Terraform interview questions and whatever the questions I have faced in my whole interviews about Terraform that I will convey with you. What is the way of giving answers to each and every question. Okay, so let's start with one question about Terraform. Okay, start. Okay, this is the first question regarding what is the Terraform init and gate. What is the difference between both? So basically, when you are going to learn or whenever you are going to init and get some things happen, but what is the bit different, base difference between them? Okay, what is exact difference between init and gate? We need to discuss. Let's move on to another slide. Yeah. So here's init. What exactly init is? When we do init, it will download all the providers, modules, backends, and its initializing. Okay, once we do initialize or init, it will download all the things, right? And it will initialize the backend as well. Means what is the backend? The backend contains those things like backends of state file or locking system. Okay, so generally we store logs in the DynamoDB and our state file into S3 buckets. Okay, now second step, what the init will do. If we again do init, and what will happen? Then whatever the backend we have selected will be automatically initialized again. Okay, so that would be the problem of init. So we need to do init only once. Okay, so what exactly the gate? So in a gate, we are gonna do, we are, suppose we are going to add any modules from the Terraform repository, Terraform we can say registry, then we are just using it, and when we use it, we will have to do it get. Okay, so what get will do? Get will download only the things that are required, that we have updated in our configuration later initialization. Okay, so wait, init is the first step and get is the another thing that we need to add something, some resources, some modules, some providers, what you can say, whatever the things is, we will do with the gate. Hence gate will help you to download HashiCorp, you can say, modules, right? So now we will check the examples for that. Okay, now let's move to example. In our first lecture we have done something. Our we have created EC2 instance. Okay, so let's start. We have some we have some providers configured. Okay, required providers, the source HashiCorp AWS and the latest version, and then all the access key and security key I have defined into variable file. Okay, so what exactly the initialization will do? Let's suppose I'm now just I'm removing this folder. Okay, and the state file as well. Okay, and yeah, that's log file as well, because we need to initialize everything. So I'm gonna initialize everything right now. So what is the command for initialization? Terraform init, right? Once we do initialization, it will download all the providers, required providers, whatever the modules we have used. But currently I think we have not used any modules, it's just sample things. Okay, right? Suppose we have provided uh, machine image, instance type, and the tag name like yesterday's program. Okay, so we are going to init. So it will do initializing. Okay, initializing backend first. Okay, means it doesn't have any backend, so it will store all the things in here. Okay, local backend is set by default. Then initialization, the provider plugin, it will download the AWS provider plugin. Okay, so whatever the plugins it has initialized will be stored into Terraform directory. Okay, Terraform into providers and registry, this one. Okay, this folder and this folder Terraform providers AWS. It's not able, we cannot able to edit this file because it's a binary file, right? But it has downloaded this and we can use it. But now what happened? Now we have used init, and if you use init again, then what will happen? It will definitely uh, initialize whole backend again, right? Initializing backend like this, and we need not to do uh, backend initialization again and again. So we can use directly get method. So why we need to use get method? Suppose now we are using AWS EC2 instance. Okay, and if you want to create another EC2 instance, simply we can search Terraform AWS module EC2. Okay, we will directly jump onto this module like EC2 instance. I am just typing EC2 instance. Okay, this is the EC2 instance module like this. Just I am just copying it. Okay, I think you know what is module and it's a requirement. Okay, so I'm just pasting it in the module. Right now I'm using this module. I'm calling it as EC2 instance, and whatever the module is there, we'll just use the EC2. We just save it. Then we need not to do Terraform init. We can directly go for Terraform get. Okay, once we do get, it will downloading the EC2 instance module, right? EC2 instance is already downloaded. Okay, so what exactly happened? So we can check the Terraform folder. Let me revealing to find it. Okay, Terraform. Okay, look, here it's not updated yet. Okay, we need to refresh it. Okay, now I'm going to see everything. Okay, look, there is a module. We have added EC2 instance module here. Means it had downloaded whole the GitHub things like, okay, how what exactly the main, how exactly variables and versions will be displayed. Everything will be here, and this is the provider we have already added. So what exactly the gate will do? Gate will just download whatever the updates, that means modules or something will be get downloaded and will not initialize whole things. Like suppose we again do suppose Terraform init. Okay, okay. Look, here is initializing the backend, initializing the model means it is again initializing the everything, right? So we did not to do initialization backend and everything, so we just use Terraform get. I'm not going to create any EC2 instance and all. So I think your doubt will be clear from this session, and if anything in your mind, like in questions regarding this, you can ask me in the comment section. Then thanks for attending the lecture, and please subscribe my channel. Thanks.